What up, schmucks? It's Ace Trainer Liam, and welcome to another episode of MetroMania. MetroMania is an ongoing 16 Pokemon Metronome-only battle tournament, and this is the second season where we've been focusing on legendary Pokemon. And of course, today's a very special day because it's the final of Season 2. If you're a fan of MetroMania already and you've been following this season, watching all the action unfold, hit the like button to show your appreciation for the series, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button so that you never miss an episode of MetroMania. As I say, this week is the grand final of Season 2. If you haven't watched this series yet, go back and watch all the other episodes because the action has been amazing. It's been really cool so far, and it's finally culminating here. But before we get into the action, it's time to take a look at those all-important brackets. Here it is. It's the final of MetroMania. We are finally at that point. The last 14 episodes have been building up to this point. Dialga versus Solgaleo, fighting for the title of MetroMania Champion in this legendary edition. Last week, we saw Reshiram absolutely roughed up, absolutely dominated by Solgaleo as it sought its place in the final against Dialga, who, of course, the week before destroyed Reshiram's cousin Zekrom in the previous semi-final. It has been absolutely insane as we've gone all the way through this journey to this final. It's time, though, for Dialga versus Solgaleo for the title of MetroMania Champion. So here we go, Dialga versus Solgaleo, and this is set to be an absolute clinic in terms of Metronome battles. These two Pokemon have been incredibly dominant. Their steel typing has given them so much resistance throughout this tournament, has given them so much leeway to be dominant because the resistances are so helpful in these battles, as we see Dark Void come out from Solgaleo, but it can't use the move on the first turn. The Metronome giveth, the Metronome taketh away. Here's Big Red with a Bone Meringue, one of Dialga's only two weaknesses from the start. How many hits are we going to see? Just the 2 hits, but already regular Dialga is on half HP from the start. This is what we mean. Ominous Wind coming out from Shiny Dialga, one of the few weaknesses of Solgaleo. Oh my goodness, this is fantastic. These Pokemon know each other so well. They've got each other scouted. Here's a Razor Shell from regular Dialga onto Shiny Solgaleo, and in that first turn, we haven't had any moves resisted by these steel types, and that is super impressive. Fusion Flare coming out from Shiny Solgaleo onto Shiny Dialga. It's going to do huge neutral damage, or I'd say about a quarter of Shiny Dialga's HP gone there, and here comes Rolling Kick from regular Solgaleo. It's super effective. Oh my goodness. The red already for regular Dialga. What's it going to retaliate with? Going to go for Body Slam. That's the first move that's actually going to be not very effective in this battle. Doesn't get the paralysis. Does not get the paralysis on the Shiny Solgaleo. Here comes Shiny Dialga going for Fire Punch. That's going to be super effective on Shiny Solgaleo. Does it get the burn? It does not get the burn, unfortunately, but oh my god, these two powerhouses are just hammering each other right now. Regular Solgaleo is going to go for Pluck onto Shiny Dialga there for a decent little bit of chip damage, but my goodness, this has been all go from the word go. Here is Shiny Solgaleo with Weather Ball onto regular Dialga, I believe. Yes, it is. It's not going to knock it out. It's not going to be very effective, but it's still going to bring that Dialga even closer to fainting. Here's Shiny Dialga. Going to go for Egg Bomb. That's not going to be very effective on regular Solgaleo there, but does bring it down to less than half its maximum HP. And its regular counterpart is going to follow up here, and it's going to go for Flash. But of course, Full Metal Body from Solgaleo prevents its stats from being lowered, so no accuracy drop there. But wow, I'm so impressed with this battle already. Here is regular Solgaleo going to go for Zap Cannon, which is going to be resisted by Dialga, and means, oh, it does get the paralysis on Shiny Dialga though, but it does mean that Solgaleo is going to have to recharge next turn, and that is a scary thought for Solgaleo. Here's a guard swap coming out from Shiny Solgaleo onto regular Dialga, but I don't believe there's been any changes in special defense or defense yet, so that's kind of useless. Here's Shiny Dialga. I nearly said Palkia. Shiny Dialga with the Meteor Mash. Not very effective on Solgaleo, but still doing decent damage with that crit there. And here comes regular Dialga, still in this battle, going for Electric Terrain. Don't know how much that's going to help you there, but feel free to take a turn just to make the battlefield look that little bit prettier. What will happen in this? This could still go either way for either of these teams. But here comes regular Solgaleo. It's going to go for bounce. It's going to spring up into the air and deal flying type damage on the next turn. But if it's on that regular Dialga, it could knock it out. In theory. Here comes Big Red. Here's shiny Solgaleo with a Dragon Breath, though. That is going to be neutral on the shiny Dialga. Wanted to deal as much damage as possible, and of course, using it on the regular Dialga would have kind of wasted its potential. Here's Psychic Fangs, though. Is going to be resisted by Solgaleo there. Not going to do a lot of damage. And of course, regular Solgaleo still up in the air. Can't be hit at the moment because of that bounce. Here's Hidden Power. That is going to be super effective, though, because all these Pokemon have max IVs. Knocks down the shiny Solgaleo. Shiny Solgaleo is down. All these Pokemon have max IVs, which means their Hidden Power automatically is defaulted to Dark. Here comes the bounce from regular Solgaleo onto shiny Dialga, bringing it even closer to death. One Earthquake or Bulldoze from that Solgaleo could take both these Dialga down. Here's an Ice Beam from the regular Dialga onto Solgaleo. Not very effective, but gets the freeze, so Solgaleo is frozen solid and cannot move on the next turn. What will shiny Dialga do to follow up? It's going to go for Guillotine, and it's going to hit. My goodness, that's a knockout anyway. Down goes Solgaleo, and the first round goes to Dialga. So Dialga is in the lead as we go into round 2. It's 1-0 up against Solgaleo. It's one battle away from being MetroMania Champion, but Solgaleo still has every chance, don't count it out yet, has every chance to lay the smack down, if you like, on Dialga and even things up so that it can go to a third round to try and claw back that victory. Everybody here wants to be MetroMania Champion as regular Solgaleo starts off with a Magnet Bomb onto regular Dialga. It's going to be not very effective, but chip damage is so important in this battle because this is a very important battle for both Pokemon here. Here comes shiny Solgaleo with a Parabolic Charge. It's going to hit everybody on the field. But is it gonna... It actually did more damage to Solgaleo than to the shiny Dialga, but did a decent critical hit on regular Dialga as well. Here's shiny Dialga with a Wake-Up Slap. That is going to be neutral on that regular Solgaleo. Again, chip damage is fine. Go for the chip damage, especially with chip damage that was done by your ally, Solgaleo. Here's Foul Play, though. That's going to be super effective using Solgaleo's attack stat against itself. Massive damage there from regular Dialga onto regular Solgaleo. What a great hit there. That was an incredible play. And here comes regular Solgaleo on the retaliation with a Mud Shot. That's going to be super effective on that regular Dialga and drop its speed, I believe. There we go. There's the speed drop on regular Dialga. What will shiny Solgaleo do to follow up on its partner's actions? It's going to go for Aurora Veil, but that will fail because Hail is not in effect. And here comes shiny Palkia, the faster of the two Palkia right now. Going to use Swift, which will do a tiny little bit of not very effective damage to both the Solgaleo, but of course we've got one Palkia that's got quite low health, and we've got one Solgaleo with quite low health. Here we see Iron Defense coming out from regular Palkia, boosting the defense 2 stages there, getting itself prepared. Oh, actually, that Dialga's not on that quite low health. I was a silly boy. It's not on quite low health. It's just above half HP. Although shiny Solgaleo going for the reversal onto that shiny Dialga for a little bit of damage there. Not as much damage as you would have hoped, but obviously that's what happens when reversal goes first. Here's regular Solgaleo with a Seed Flare. That is going to be 4 times resisted by regular Dialga, shiny Dialga there, so not very effective. Shiny Dialga is going to follow up right now with Spikes, which isn't effective at all because there's no switching out in these battles, so that was a mistake, but we'll see how its regular counterpart follows up on that bit of a botch right there. What will it do to the Solgaleo? Going to go for Dizzy Punch onto shiny Solgaleo there, a tiny little smidgen of damage, but certainly Solgaleo's been very, very powerful this battle. Apart from that foul play from Dialga, Dialga hasn't really done that much. Here's a brutal swing though, which is going to hit everybody, but of course it's super effective on its partner Solgaleo. Doesn't do as much to the Dialga team. And here's shiny Solgaleo going to go for Guillotine, but it's avoided by Dialga. Wanted to kind of get revenge for that previous round. Here's shiny Dialga with a Flame Burst. That's going to be super effective on shiny Solgaleo there. Great deal of damage there. Fantastic hit. And of course the Flame Burst hits the regular Solgaleo as well, bring it down into the red. Regular Dialga is going to go for Wish, so it's going to try and restore its HP over the next couple of turns if it doesn't take too much damage from the Solgaleo team there. So here comes regular Solgaleo. What's it going to do with its back to the wall right now? It's going to go for Forest's Curse and add the grass type to regular Dialga. So regular Dialga is now Dragon, Grass, and Steel. Of course, Shiny Solgaleo, will it follow up with a move that takes advantage of that Forest Curse? It's going to go for Mud Sport and reduce the power of electricity. I guess that kind of helps in a way because electricity can be used neutrally on Solgaleo, I guess. I'm going to give it credit there. But there's a power swap from Shiny Dialga onto Shiny Solgaleo, and regular Dialga is going to follow up with a Whirlwind, but that's going to fail because you can't switch anyone out of battle. But there's the wish coming true for regular Dialga, boosting its HP very close to maximum. It's really looking in Dialga's favor right now. What will the Solgaleo team do to fix this? Going to go for Worry Seed, going to get rid of the pressure and give Insomnia to regular Dialga there. So slightly less pressure, slightly less chance of Solgaleo running out of moves because of the pressure ability. And here comes regular Solgaleo following up with a high jump kick that is super effective on Dialga. Going to do great damage. Not as much damage as I thought though from high jump kick on that Dialga. What will Shiny Dialga do to follow up? Going to go for self-destruct. That's a risky play there. Self-destruct knocks out regular Solgaleo though and itself, and of course puts Shiny Solgaleo in the danger zone very close. Of course it's not very effective on anybody, but that regular Solgaleo does go down to the self-destruct damage. Now Dialga is in a very strong position. What's he going to go for? Going to go for Play Rough. It's not very effective, but it's going to be enough to take down Solgaleo, and there is your champion. Shiny Solgaleo bites the dust, and Dialga takes the title of MetroMania Champion for Season 2. That was an incredible battle. That was absolutely incredible. And there we go. Anyone that was Team Dialga in the comments, you got it. You got what you wanted. Dialga took down Solgaleo. Solgaleo was so dominant in its route to the final, just like Dialga was, but then when it came to those two juggernauts locking horns, Dialga just came out on top with 2 rounds. It didn't even go to 3 rounds. Solgaleo just didn't have what it takes to take down Dialga. So our legendary Metromania champion is the one and only Dialga. Well done to Dialga. It's been so much fun making this series. As always, I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. And of course, it's not the end of Metromania. Just because it's the end of Season 2 doesn't mean it's ending. We'll be back next week with a brand new tournament. And I'm not giving anything away, but I think it's going to be pretty mega. But of course, that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode of Metromania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to support the channel like these lovely, wonderful people do down here, you can pledge to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/AceTrainerLiam. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training. And well done to anybody that got that hint. It was really blatantly obvious.